Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best of 3 Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, choices here. Take a 7 mana 6/6 hexproof haste. I don't know, I'm not really blown away by this card. Yes, it's got kicker, so I can pay 10 mana for a 10/10 hexproof haste. It's a lot of mana. That is a lot of mana. Could take the Rabid Bite. It's green removal. There's a bunch of green cards in here that are good, though, which makes this slightly less desirable. But then, once again, the next best pick is like, it's like all green. There's nothing else worth first picking here. I don't want to take the Bailoff. It's too ambitious for my liking. Recovery is legit. Maybe I do just take the Rabid Bite. Or also just get super ambitious and take the Familiar and assume that archetype is going to work out. But, I mean, Rabid Bite kills things. It's 2 mana. Guess we take it. Follow-up pick. Well, in green, we've got Sproutling, which is a good card. Nectar Pot and Zendikar in here as well. There's also Spikefield Hazard. Falconer is a strong blue card. And I suppose they want to be in the same deck, but probably just take the Sproutling. Cut green. This way, if I don't end up Simic, this can still randomly get cards back, which is good. You know, getting cards back is a good thing. All right. Take the Sproutling. Pick 3. Well, reasonable choices here. In green, we have Canopy Bailoff, Reclaim the Waste, and Broken Wings, which are all fine. Could take the Moss Pit Skeleton. You can get it back with a Sproutling, but it kind of comes back on its own. I do like Moss Pit Skeleton. I like Relic Vial a lot. Not a lot of clerics in green. There is Troll Ascetic, and this card is just good. Definitely can go some directions here, though. Could just take the Bailoff. It's certainly not the strongest card, but it beats down reasonably well. Reclaim the Waste. Maybe lets me splash, and I can get it back. Feels a bit early. I think we'll go Skeleton. I mean, it's a powerful uncommon. Could end up getting it. Like, it synergizes well with Subtle Strike, which might be the best card remaining in this pack, too. Otherwise, on color, we have Marasa Brute, but the only other cards actually worthy of mentioning here are, like, Expedition Champion and maybe a McKindy Stampede. So I feel like I'm getting the best card here in Subtle Strike. Okay, Scythe Cat. Makes a lot of sense with the Moss Pit Skeleton. Sure. Best card, probably Umara Wizard, maybe? But I'm happy getting a Scythe Cat. It's a good card. Alright, Gnarlid Colony. More synergy with Moss Pit Skeleton. Scythe Cat. Can get it back with a Sproutling. Alright, I like it. Feel like we're doing it. All right, Constrictor. Perfect follow-up. Certainly wants to be in this deck. All right, we can take a Nectar Pot, even if I don't end up main decking it. It's a good sideboard card against certain decks. Well, a bit of a miss here. Guess we just cut a black card. But currently, what, no class cards? I mean, Highborn Vampire and Drana's Silencer are probably pretty equal in power level, actually. I suppose the Highborn Vampire probably would have made more sense for us, but I kind of, to be honest, don't want to play either of them. Hopefully, ideally. Alright, I can take another Nectar Pot, or I can take a Zendikar. We don't actually have any spell lands yet, which would make Zendikar better. Let's take another Nectar Pot. Alright, Oblivion's Hunger, certainly playable in this archetype specifically. We'll let those cards flow. Take the Dreadworm. Yeah, I think 2 Nectar Pots is probably enough. All right, wow. Well, there's a good open. On color, strong card. Yeah. Also just happens to work with this type of deck too. Pretty nice. Calling the ambush in here. Probably asking too much to hope to get that on the wheel. Constrictor. Probably get that on the wheel. Like I said, certainly playable in here. All right. All right, here I think we probably just slam a Deadly Alliance. Unfortunately, we're going to have to pay full price for it, but it's instant speed removal, and the next closest thing is probably a Mucklord, which we're likely to get on the wheel anyway. And it just happens to be playable in a deck like this with stuff like Gnarled Colony and Mossbit Skeleton. Wow, that's Cleric of Lifespawn's quite good, but let's go Gnarled Colony number 2. I mean, I just like that. Good early, good late. Broken Wings would be a good sideboard card. Probably can get that on the wheel. All right. Nice pickup here with the Florahedron. Our curve is a little bit higher than I like. And actually going turn 2 Florahedron, turn 3 Scythecat land is kind of nice. But Florahedron, great pickup for us over Blightblade and everything else, I guess. Okay, Survivor makes sense, but let's take removal. We only have a Subtle Strike, a Deadly Alliance, and a Rabid Bite right now, so I can go Vanquish. We also don't have any real evasion yet. All right, Visionary, just a solid card. Tough to go wrong. Kind of fits perfect with us right now. I feel like this deck can flood out, so getting a 3/2 that nets us a card is quite nice. So I guess Constrictor number 2 makes sense. We have a fair amount of counter-oriented stuff now. Oh, well, Gloom Hunter's a great pickup. Kind of checks multiple boxes, evasion and counters. So, and cheap. Potentially cheap. Got a lot of kicker stuff now, which is good. Makes that first pick or second pick Sproutling look better. First pick we could have had the Iridescent Hornbeetle, which would obviously be good here. But Rabid Bite, obviously Rabid Bite's good too. Especially since we only have, you know, very limited removal spells at the moment. All right, Baloth, good beater. Tough to go wrong. Probably like it more than Dreadworm, although currently kind of fine with both. Taking another Oblivion's Hunger. Mucklord does have synergy in here. Multiple Oblivion's Hunger seems a bit ridiculous, but we already have enough creatures. Whatever. Maybe it's a good sideboard card. All right, Broken Wings, definitely a good sideboard card. We've got enough Nectar Pots, but I'm not going to play Zendikar. Whatever. Take the worst card. And last pick, playable. Probably don't need it, though. Another Cleric of Lifespawn, jeez. So, actually a miss here. Can take the Mucklord. Or an Adventure Awaits. We don't have anything bomb to find with Adventure Awaits, so I guess we take a Mucklord. So here, Sentinel, Spare Supplies, Block Appreciation. I like Spare Supplies. I feel like we're in the market for some card advantage. Reclaim can do that too, though. And I guess we can get it back with Sproutling. And it makes more hands keepable. Probably more reasonable to play 17 lands. Block of Radiation is just such an underwhelming spell land. Sentinel would be fine here too. But I think they're both probably equally likely to wheel. Wow, Scavenger? Well, Not really fitting the theme, but a nuts card nonetheless. It's our first like actual bomb creature for this deck. Shadow's Verdict. It's tough to find a deck to play that in. Probably just take the Sentinel. I mean, Sentinel makes sense with Subtle Strike. We already got the Reclaim. Yeah. Makes sense. Works with Subtle Strike randomly too. Spare Supplies now. Yeah. Taking it. Probably playing it. I think I even like it more than Mind Drain. Although Mind Drain has better synergy with Scavenger. But I like the card advantage of Spare Supplies. For decks that kind of need it. Take another Sentinel. I think at this point we can maybe cut the Nectar Pots. Probably don't need them. Okay, I can take the Malachite Rebirth. There's a Blood Price and a Blightblade. Blightblade good with the Rabid Bite, but other than that, it's kind of whatever. Probably just take the Rebirth. It's a spell land. We already have enough playables. Subtle Strike number 2. Very good, especially if we wheel that Sentinel. Then we'll at least have a good little synergy going. Looks like we didn't wheel it. Not a huge deal. We'll just take the uncommon. I don't need any of that. Did get the Constrictor back. 3 Constrictors. I mean, I can. They are 3-mana 2/2s, though. Could take the Might of Marasa. Yeah, I think we'll take the Might. Got a Mind Drain. Might end up playing it. Sounds there, not so much. Okay. So, good looking deck. Think we can get away with 17 lands. Probably. So, Rebirth. Florahedron. More black than green, and we have double black here, here, and here. So we just need to make 4 cuts. And these 2 can be creatures. I don't know if we need double Constrictor. Mucklord is kind of an easy one to cut too, I think. Like, Constrictor's good, it synergizes with what we're doing, but we don't need 2 of them. So then 2 more cuts. And they're spells now. So could be the Might of Marasa. We can get it back with Sproutling, but actually, Oblivion's Hunger. Both of them might actually just be the cut. These probably better to sideboard into. We play against a removal heavy deck. I'm going to be happy to have them. They're still fine, you know, against non-removal heavy decks, but I like everything else we're doing more. Like, Might of Marasa can just kill people, especially if you kick it. It's also a combat trick. And you can get it back with Sproutling. Works well with Colony if you get Trample going. We've got some card draw, Spare Supplies, Visionary, card advantage with Drana. Removal, we've got Subtle Strikes, Rabid Bite, Might of Marasa kind of combat trick. Mind Drain for some card advantage. Works with Scavenger as well. Vanquish, removal. I'm satisfied. I think this is an okay deck. All right. Well, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. Here in game 1, we're on the draw. I think we probably mull this. We've got our most powerful card here, but all black spells, no black mana. Could technically cast a Sentinel. And we're on the draw. We do have 9 black sources. Plus Reclaim the Waste. All right, I guess we have 10 draws that make this hand more keepable. I think it would be reasonable to mull that hand, but I'm not loving it. play the Sproutling, because it can block the Geopede. I guess we just play this. Make use of mana. Can technically double block a Lagac too. So they've got lethal here now, I think. Actually, not sure if they did have lethal. Let's see here. So I think we just do reclaim for 1 black because we need to leave Vanquish up. Yeah. So we'll play that. Pass. And in case they play a land, we'll have to Vanquish. I think they got us anyway, but... Alright, so we'll go to game 2. So playing against kind of just like a... Could bring in the Broken Wings, but all we saw was the Cliffhaven Kite Sail so far. So I'm not loving that. We have good answers for their stuff, actually. Subtle Strike just straight up kills their Geopedes. Don't really need Oblivion's Hunger. We didn't see spot removal. And they're not particularly aggro, so I don't think Nectar Pot is what we need either. So I think we run it back. I mean, Silencer is an actual way to kill Geopede 2 and net a 3-2, but maybe could see it actually being better than like a Dreadworm. Yeah, you know what? I can see that. Because just getting neg 1 on a Geopede is kind of a big deal. But then again, we have to survive till turn 6. So maybe it's too slow. But I am looking for card advantage in any way, shape, or form possible here. Maybe it's worth it. We'll try it. Basically, just another way to kill something. I think mostly because they have 2 of them. Makes a little more sense to me. So 1/9er will mull. This one will keep. I guess we'll put back a land. I don't know why they didn't attack there. It seems odd to me. So I feel like Sentinel doesn't do that much. So we'll offer the Scavenger to the trade for the Baloth. So we'll pass, we'll offer the trade with the Visionary. So we'll play the Sentinel and pass. So block here, take 5. Alright, so we'll play this, do this. Alright, we'll see for round 2. Alright, round 2, we've got to keep here. Yeah, I'll play the colony. You can always get it back later with the Sproutling. Although, there's a chance I'd play the Sproutling next turn. Well, now I want to do the Scavenger. Alright. Reclaim is cool. I suppose I can reclaim now and pass. And then next turn I guess I can Sproutling to get back. Probably do the Dreadworm though. Oh, that's cool. Alright. So probably do Dreadworm still. Like Sproutling is cool too, but I think Dreadworm is appropriate here. And then actually we can Gloom Hunter kicked next turn, which is nice. So I'll probably do that. If they kill it, I can Sproutling it back. That's a good card. So we've got 7. We're getting back Colony. Yeah, it's the best use of mana. guess we can play it for maximum mana usage there. Need to prevent some damage here. Plus, we're probably playing Visionary next turn, presumably. I'm not able to leave up Rebirth mana on the Gloom Hunter, but I actually don't know if that matters. Sure. Oh, Vanquish, that's cool. So we can do Visionary first. Oh, that's cool. Let's just... This is not the best use of mana, but they're tapped out. Plus we gain 3 additional life, and we leave up Malika Rebirth. Although, like I said, Malika Rebirth not as good as you'd like it to be on a Ghastly Gloom Hunter. That's an interesting question. Guess we take out these two, and then I can vanquish the healer. All right. Okay with that. I don't know if we need to sandbag lands, but I won't play around Mind Drain. I'm okay with that. Go back here and pass. Might have needed to keep the Gloom Hunter back to live, but I didn't actually see any sort of realistic way to win this game anyway, since they have an attended healer that can give lifelink to any of their things anyway. All right, so game 2, what do we want to do differently? kind of absolutely nothing. I'd just like to draw a little bit better. I think we had ample opportunity to win that game. So they have Deadly Alliance. That's the only removal spell they showed us. Kind of makes Oblivion's Hunger not as exciting if it's just one card. All right, sounds good. Broken Wings, what do we have? We can deal with a Gloom Hunter and a Scion of the Swarm. All right, maybe that's good enough. And then we'll cut maybe a Might of Marasa. All right, it's a keep. So I think we probably... Yeah, do I play the Mossbit Skeleton or the Gloom Hunter first? Probably the Skeleton. Because then I can just keep smashing with it. And eventually get it back when I kick this Gloom Hunter. Pretty happy they took it. I was bluffing Subtle Strike. So, Gnarled Colony makes the best use of mana. So, they can double block our Constrictor. I think we likely have to bluff. Yeah, I don't like it, but I think we bluff. I don't think this game looks better if we don't attack and let them just sit on an engine. Certainly wish I could do more than that. So we'll play the Gnarled Colony here. And I don't even have... Oh, God, that hurts. I guess getting it back seems fine. Alright, see you in round 3. Alright, round 3. This hand has no action, but we'll keep it. Yeah, I guess we can do Gloom Hunter. Alright, well, mind drain our opponent here. Alright, so land, bail off, and attack. Should have attacked with everything. Could have killed us or forced us to do a bad chump block. So, let's see, what do we do now? We can do reclaim. Might as well play this as a land, but I can reclaim this too. So I can get a second black, plus Rabid Bite, plus Gnarlid Colony. Yeah, I guess that's okay. No, I was supposed to play the Malika Rebirth there. Alright, so we're playing against Gruul Landfall. It is Zendikar. A couple of the rare and mythic lands, otherwise just some nectar pots, which you don't really care about. Broken Wings. Deals with Zendikar, but it's not enough for me. Souncer deals with Hellhound, but we have 2 Subtle Strikes. No, I think we're good. Alright, it's a keep. Could do the reclaim for the second black, because we can get it back with Sproutling, but I'm probably playing Sproutling on turn 3. That's alright. we can, well, guess I'm not that desperate to cast Reclaim. I mean, we want some card advantage, and Reclaim offers that, so. Alright, well, I think we're probably gonna take out the Hellhound if they play a land. Well, they had it. So we'll go Sproutling. Alright, so we'll go Mind Drain. Actually, I guess we'll go Reclaim. We're black. We'll go Mind Drain. So we'll go Dreadworm here. It's interesting. So I guess we'll go Rabid Bite. And then we'll Subtle Strike. And I think we'll pass. I don't want to trade. I like trading 6 for 3, but not that much. Alright. So we can go Spare Supplies. So we'll play this as a land. And we'll pass again. So we'll go land, Sentinel. So we'll go attack for 4. Scavenger. Galoth. Cash this out. Go Constrictor. And get in for 10. All right. So overall, ended up going 1-2. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you for the next one.